Los Angeles, August 3, 2025. The city of film and television loses one of its most iconic figures. Loni Anderson, the woman who redefined the role of the blonde on American TV, dies at 79. To millions of fans, she will forever be Jennifer Marlowe, the elegant, sharp-witted secretary from the sitcom WKRP in Cincinnati. But behind the glamorous wardrobe and flawless smile was an actress determined to break stereotypes and claim her place in the spotlight. Today, we investigate what happened, revisit her journey, and understand why her presence left a mark on generations. Subscribe so you don't miss real stories that reveal the human side behind the faces that shaped our culture. What happened? On Sunday, August 3, 2025, Loni Anderson passed away at the age of 79 in a Los Angeles hospital after what was officially described as a prolonged illness. The news was confirmed by her longtime publicist, Cheryl J. Kagan, and reported by highly credible outlets, including the Associated Press, Reuters, The Washington Post, and People, all reiterating the same account. A peaceful passing in a hospital, surrounded by family. While the family did not disclose a specific diagnosis, these reports describe it as a chronic condition that worsened over time, and in some notes, as an acute, prolonged illness. A term used when a long-term illness takes a sudden, acute turn. This will be further explored in the chapter Mechanism/Cause, where we'll explain how this terminology is understood in medical and journalistic contexts without violating patient privacy. She is survived by her husband, Bob Flick, and her children, Deidre Hoffman and Quentin Reynolds. The announcement sparked widespread reactions, with tributes from colleagues and media outlets highlighting her impact as Jennifer Marlowe in WKRP in Cincinnati, a role that earned her Emmy and Golden Globe nominations. Human impact. To many, Loni Anderson was more than an actress. She was a cultural icon. Her breakthrough came with the role of Jennifer Marlowe in the sitcom WKRP in Cincinnati, 1978 to 1982. Set in a fictional radio station, Jennifer wasn't the typical blonde comic relief of the era. She was smart, confident, witty, and always in control. The role earned Loni 3 Golden Globe nominations and 2 Emmy nominations, cementing her as one of the most popular television actresses in late 70s and early 80s America. Before WKRP, Loni had appeared in shows such as SWAT, Policewoman, and Barnaby Jones. But it was Jennifer Marlowe that transformed her public image and her career into a phenomenon. Her portrayal challenged the dumb blonde stereotype, offering audiences a multidimensional character who combined charm, intelligence, and sharp humor. Over the decades, Loni diversified her work, appearing in TV movies, theater productions, and series like Nurses and Easy Street. Her appearances on talk shows and specials kept her name alive in pop culture. She never lost the ability to laugh at herself and often made light-hearted jokes about her glamorous image. Outside her career, Loni's personal life was widely covered, particularly her marriage to actor Burt Reynolds, 1988-1994. The relationship was heavily followed, and the tumultuous divorce involved public disputes and legal battles. Still, Loni maintained her elegance and used the attention to highlight important causes, including breast cancer awareness and the need for more diverse, respectful portrayals of women in media. Behind the scenes, she was remembered by colleagues as generous, professional, and deeply committed. Her ability to treat everyone with respect, from producers to camera operators, made her beloved on any set. After her death, celebrities such as Morgan Fairchild, Linda Carter, and Mark Hamill posted tributes on social media, praising not only her talent, but also her kindness. The Television Academy released a statement honoring Loni as one of the great stars who helped shape American television comedy. Fans, many of whom discovered her through reruns and streaming platforms, shared iconic WKRP clips and old interviews, creating a wave of nostalgia that proved her influence transcends generations. Mechanism, cause. Officially, her cause of death was described as prolonged illness, or, in some reports, acute prolonged illness. This phrasing is often used to indicate that a chronic condition led to death after a sudden, acute worsening, without disclosing specific medical details, thus respecting the patient's privacy. While there is no official confirmation that COPD was the direct cause, Loni Anderson devoted a significant part of her life to raising awareness about chronic obstructive pulmonary disease. This commitment came from deeply personal experience. She cared for her parents, both diagnosed with chronic bronchitis and emphysema, conditions that fall under COPD. Witnessing the daily impact of these diseases, she became a spokesperson for educational campaigns and support groups in the late 1990s. COPD is a group of progressive lung diseases that make breathing difficult, reduce oxygen delivery throughout the body, and diminish quality of life. It is most often linked to smoking, but Loni frequently stressed that she was a non-smoker, using her example to highlight other risk factors such as secondhand smoke and air pollution. Her advocacy helped bring attention to the fact that people without a direct smoking history can still be at risk. Immediate response and repercussions. Once the news was confirmed, several TV networks dedicated special segments to Loni's career. Clips from WKRP, interviews, and talk show appearances resurfaced. Platforms like YouTube and TikTok saw spikes in views of her most memorable scenes. The Actors Union SAG-AFTRA issued a statement highlighting her importance to American television and her role as an inspiration for actresses seeking more complex, empowering roles. Investigation and legacy. Loni Anderson's death raises no investigative questions, but it does invite reflection on the legacy of actresses who, like her, broke barriers in female representation. Her Jennifer Marlowe was not a caricature. She was a woman who owned the narrative, something still rare in TV at the time. Her career is also remembered as an example of longevity in the industry, maintaining relevance and dignity over decades. Even outside major roles, she remained a reference for style, professionalism, and presence. Loni Anderson left an empty space in American television culture, but she also left an example. It is possible to be glamorous, funny, and at the same time, intelligent and strategic. Her Jennifer Marlowe continues to inspire writers, actresses, and audiences to see female characters as complex and complete. At 79, she leaves behind a body of work that is also a document of her personality and artistic vision. In the end, perhaps the greatest tribute we can offer is to keep watching, sharing, and celebrating her work. Subscribe for more real stories that reveal the truth behind the names that shaped film and television.